Hello everyone, Pokemon YouTuber back here with another video. Now today, this is going to be more of a science video. So, if you probably have seen, That's Amazing has been, I just watched a video about it, of him. It's the Insane Coke Mentos trick shot. Everyone, we're here. So, this is what That's Amazing used as the fish tank. Now, for this reason for the reason why it didn't really work. So what happened is that this. Okay, for one, that might have been enough. However, the only thing he did wrong, according to my opinion, well, I'm just saying, you would, there would have to be enough.
Alright guys, we just finished filming the drop.
You would have to have kind of like a flat, like, okay, so bottom is wide and then the top is not very wide. So as the CO2 is breaking up and the Coke is going up, it would have less room to rise up, accelerating and increasing speed since there's less room, which would ultimately cause it to go very fast when it exits. Kind of like what happens with the Coke bottle, if I can just go back to it. Okay. Please stand by.
Yeah, I've been looking, but look at that. Oh, we've never done this before. I don't have any clue how high it's gonna go.
Alright, we're here. Now look at this. He poured at least 5 Mentos in this. Now look at that. Go back a little. Look at how small that is. Once it reaches the parts where it starts to decrease in size, it will start to accelerate because if it stood the same, it would go very slow. And then as it exits, there's a very little hole, which makes it accelerate even more because there's more pressure going into a smaller area, which makes it go faster and go high. Okay, I'm gonna find a part.
This round.
Look how high it went. It went like 6, 7, 8, 9 feet. And then let's go to Mark Rober's channel. And the kind of same physics apply with the elephant's toothpaste because it constantly expands.
The bonds that hold the hydrogen and oxygen together are pretty weak.
Same goes with the Coke.
So if we poured some of this in here and just left it for a while, it would keep releasing oxygen and eventually you'd be left with just water. However,
along with you would just be left with something else.
Potassium iodide,
or you could say that the potassium iodide or the yeast is the Mentos.
Flow process happened almost instantly.
Okay, so this is what happens if you were like that. Like a little tube, that's what happens.
So that's cool, but we can make bubbles and foam.
But this is bubbles and foam, okay?
And then finally, bubbles and foam. And then finally, if you do all that again, only now you add food coloring.
Alright, so we have it like this. See how that's decreases inside. Wide. From the bottom, it's pretty wide, and at the top, it's very small. Yeah, let's say the bubbles and foam are the Coke and CO2, and
use a flask that tapers like this. You can focus the expansion of foam.
And look at this. Let's bring it in slow motion.
Again, only add food coloring and use a flask that tapers like this, you can...
All right. See how that it's going that fast. It went about that and within a little bit. And then it accelerates very quickly. This would also be caused because if the more CO2 it comes in contact with, the faster it will start to accelerate. So and there was another video that had where there's epic fails on YouTube. There's a bathtub and that there was Mentos. They use very too little Mentos and they use a bathtub, which is very wide. And I would suggest that you should probably use a tube. Like the height is farther than the width of the container you're using. However, you can't be just like you have a 4 foot long and 4.1 inch high, 4 feet 1 inch high. It can't be just like that. Let's take something like okay, so let's take something. Hold on. All right. Okay. So let's say that it's this big. Can't be just the same like here, right here. Like right here. Has to be like something like at least 1.25 times bigger or something or bigger. So then it could really expand. So like it's right here. It's wide volume. It'll probably go. And that's not really how you want. Let's say it's this big, this tall. If it's right here, there's very little around, so it'll kind of go up pretty easily and it'll come down. And if you flask it make flask taper like how Mark Rober did with the elephant's toothpaste, it might go very high up. Now please, no one hate on this. It's just physics. And now, see ya. Bye-bye.